My name is Jerome Santiago, and if I were given the chance to travel anywhere in the world, I would travel to the Philippines. Now, you may be asking, why the Philippines? Well, I'm glad you asked. I present to you the 4 F's. F number 1, family. Both of my parents were born in the Philippines, which means that a majority of my family still lives there. Although it's nice to see pictures and hear about my family back in the Philippines, it's different than seeing them in person. Imagine only seeing and talking to people through Zoom, which I know everyone is familiar with by now, and then being able to see them in person. It's a whole different feeling. If I were to travel to the Philippines, I'd be able to spend time with my family there. F number 2, food. I'm a huge fan of Filipino food. My mom and grandma are amazing cooks and always prepare the best meals. Personally, some of my favorite Filipino foods are adobo, sinigang, taho, and pork sisig. It would be amazing to be able to travel to the place where all of these great foods originated. And what better way to connect to the culture of a place than eating its cuisine? F number 3, faith. Both of my parents are devout Catholics and raised me in a similar manner. Some of the faith-based icons that are special to my family and I are the Black Nazarene and the Santo Niño. If I were to travel to the Philippines, I would travel during the month of January, the month when the Festival of the Black Nazarene is celebrated in Manila. It would be surreal to be able to attend a faith and culture-based event like the Festival of the Black Nazarene. F number 4, fellowship. I believe this F is the most important of the 4 F's. If I were to travel to the Philippines, I'd be able to develop fellowship and bonds with the people in my homeland. I'd be able to immerse myself into the Filipino culture. Although I know what the Filipino culture is like, it would be a whole different experience being able to be a part of it in person. So many great things such as food, people, and faces would not exist if not for the Philippines. I would love to travel to all of the different historically important places to be able to learn about the history behind the Philippines from a Filipino perspective. I would also be able to help and improve the community there. I know that Filipino people are some of the most resilient and hardworking people there are, proven by all of the natural disasters that occur. I would love to help the community in any way I could. Overall, I believe that a trip to the Philippines would help me appreciate the life I have now. I'd be able to appreciate my roots and all of the hard work and struggle that brought me to where I am today. A trip to the Philippines would be beneficial for me to expand my perspective on the world. I believe that traveling to the Philippines would have a significant impact on my life.